What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Today, I really want to talk about Marlon Wayans, and I'm not going to go into detail of the post because some of the posts that I'm going to be talking about are very derogatory and it could get the page demonetized. But Marlon Wayans decided to give a shout out to the LGBTQ and make some interesting poses for Pride Month or Pride Week. I'm not sure which one it is. Actually, Marlon Wayans had a daughter that transitioned into a son. Okay. And that was the situation. I want to play this clip of him talking about it now, and then I'm going to come back.
I have a daughter that transitioned into a son. My daughter Amai is now Kai. Truthful. And so and so I talk about the transition, not her their transition, but my transition as a parent going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance. And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message. And I know I'm dealing with it. It was a very painful situation for me. But man, it's one of the best, funniest hours I probably could ever imagine.
I can't see your child come up to you and asking you, because you joke too much. So I can see a child say, "Dad, I'm thinking of transitioning," and I could just see you take nothing serious.
I always joke. They know. I told my daughter, I said, transitioning to your brother, you look just like him. See? I can't tell the difference between her and Sean. Like, I swear to God. 23 and 21. But I gotta respect their wishes, right? And that takes, as a parent, I just want my kids to be free. I want them to be free in spirit, free in thought, free to be themselves. The more you know yourself, the more you can govern yourself, the more you live your truth, the happier your existence. So if they can't get that in the household with their father and their mother, how do I send them out into the world with that kind of confidence?
Right.
And I'm just so proud of them for being them. But that don't mean that they ain't got jokes.
So after accepting this, he went full stop on Pride Day and made this particular post on Instagram. People were coming for him. I don't want to get into that. But I want to have a discussion to people who want to know why. Now, guys, let me talk about this. People in the industry, these people have money, these people have fame, and they control what you can do. All right? They can control what you can do. The baby found out the hard way, because what the baby was doing was saying things that might have had a derogatory impact, and it cost them a lot of money. So people are saying, well, why is Marlon Wayans doing what he's doing for a Pride Week and Pride Month? Even look at Young Miami. And I'm going to tell you this. People are going to do what is going to pay them. Okay? I'm going to tell you. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to think that it's cool. But this is what's going to happen. Okay? This is going to happen. And this is always going to happen. People change their positions. Look at TD Jakes and Barack Obama. Barack Obama came into the office as a Democratic national candidate for presidency in 2012, disagreed with gay marriage, but he had some leniency towards gay unions. By the time 2016 came, he was all for it. TD Jakes, the same thing. Jamal Harrison Bryant, the Pope, all these people have changed their positions. It is clear what religion and the Christianity religion says about same-sex marriages. That is clear for sure. But it doesn't matter when you're out there dealing in this sort of situation. And here's what I want to tell men, black men in particular, African Americans, that in order for somebody to stay loyal to you, you're going to need an incentive. And I'm going to start there and build on to something else. Incentivization is something that we need to work on in order to get community development. This is what these other groups do. They incentivize our people, our group, to do things for whatever their greater agenda is, whether it's the white community, whether it's other groups, other nonprofits, other organizations. They incentivize. Okay? Our group, you need to do it because you're black. You need to do this because it's the community. I get all that. But people are going to ask for the with them. And shout out to Brother Agaba on the King Ghana podcast. What's in it for me? That's with them. What's in it for me? And when you see Marlon Wayans doing what he's doing, well, yeah, the daughter transitioned into a man, young man. But also, that's going to be a good look for him in his career. Because what we expect, and many times, is for him to take a stance against that and get blackballed. When people are not going to pay their bills, we got to be honest with it. And y'all going to come for me and get mad at me. Well, what about doing the right thing? I get it. But when you are the person that paying for your mama's house and your cars and things like that, see, for the other side to come, then people have to say, okay, listen, for this thing that I want to get approved of, or I want to say X, Y, and Z, you know what? I need, as a person, as an individual, look at Alex Jones. Alex Jones is still making hella money off InfoWars. Wanna know why? Got the funding. Got the money. People gonna support Alex Jones. Okay? A lot of us is in the community, and when we see somebody out there selling out, well, the question is, what are they gonna get from us? You know? What are they gonna get from us? For those of us that got traditional values, and what are they gonna get from us? Everybody's out there being bought, man. And it's sad, I get it. And it's dusty, I get it. And it's wrong, I get it. But everybody's gonna go where the money is. Most people. Not me, but most people. And if we ever want to get the situation back to what we think is the right and the right way to do things, you got to incentivize people to take certain stances. And when you don't, they're going to go where people are spending money. I see it here in Africa, man. I went to this thing called Blankets and Wines about 2 years ago. Went to Blankets and Wines, and when I was there, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was in San Francisco or somewhere. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on? And not that I'm not used to seeing people who are LGBTQ, because I'm used to seeing it in California, where I'm from. So that wasn't a problem. You know, I grew up in California, so I'm quite tolerant of seeing it everywhere. But it's illegal in Uganda. So my first thought was, whoa, this is illegal, but man, they came out. I was at a fashion show 2 years ago. I made a vlog on my King Ghana channel. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, it's out in the open. And I'm like, what's going on here? And it's interesting because that fashion show got canceled because none of the sponsors wanted to be associated with the level of gay men being put out there in the show. I asked the person, like, is this against the law here or what? He's like, oh yeah, but there are certain people funding this out here. I'm like, wow. Okay. Well, you get what you pay for in the world. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea D. Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Slippery Drunk. Put your fire, you straight bell. We're out.